Welcome to the very mysterious theatrical venue that is. It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world. Terrence Bud Crawford.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time. Here we go for round 1. Nice hook. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Straight right just misses. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter shot lands. Very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Beautiful counter punch. The straight right just misses. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
The bell, sometimes it can be this.
And there's the bell to start round 2. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight, not yet, not until your senses have come back.
Shot. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Punch, counter punch. That big hook doesn't land. That counter punch caught him clean. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
I went over the rules. I want you to... Let's go.
Okay, focus, focus. Big deep breath. Big deep breath. Calm yourself.
Let's do it.
Do you want to win this fight? Have you got complacent? The fight's not over yet.
Come on, you're letting him back into it now. Get back to that cage. Quick shot, get your boxing back together.
was that? What are you doing? Come on.
Let's fight.
Okay, let's reset. Switch starts.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
bad, it's only flat. He's gone, he's gone!
Time out! Listen, you've switched off. What are you doing? Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about it. Let's go out there. Let's reset. Forget about that round.
Be clever what you're doing. Look at me. And again.
Come on, do you want to win this fight? I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your...
Let's do it. Come on, you're letting us back into it now. Get back to the game plan. Switch on. Get your boxing back together.
I'm Todd Grisham. The fighters. So here.
This bout.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. That counter punch caught him clean. And he misses with that straight left. Beautiful counter shot. These punches coming from every angle. Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
Todd, I love theatres for all these reasons. You can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches actually echoes. If you're a fighter coming in and you know...
Oh my God, Johnny! Galahad is rocked. Didn't wait long to get... Oh, right there! Uh-oh, Galahad in real trouble. And down goes Galahad. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That is... Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.
Who could forget when Tyson Fury fought Francis Ngannou, right? Miss G. Sinisa Super.
This bout.
And this one has all of those. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. What a shot, a perfectly timed left uppercut. Stamina is off the charts. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything.
Oh my God, Johnny! Natasha Jonas in trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? No rest for the weary. Oh, and Jonas dazed with that shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Natasha Jonas in that lap. And there's the bell for round 2. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
No rest for the weary. Think of holding on here for a minute. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Good counter punch. Hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round. And there's the bell for round 3. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. Done with that counter shot. Straight right just misses. Always got to keep the head moving. One punch could change everything in this battle. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Catch and shoot. Nice job to avoid that counter shot. Counter shot lands. That right hook catching air. competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance without a doubt.
On to the fourth we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punches with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
You'd like to see more jabs. Good punch. Nice counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Straight right just misses. Natasha Jonas on wobbly legs. A lot of big punches, and Jonas can't take it anymore. She never saw that punch coming. Let's take another look.
Where did that...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
Let's talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we... Back into the fray here in round 5. So she's back in her corner, Johnny, but you got to believe this is just a calm before the next storm. Her opponent is going to swarm her again as soon as that bell rings.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nice counter shot by her. A perfect counter lands. Holding nothing back here in the round. Good defense to block the hook. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
They are chin-checking each other. Who can take the better punch? What heart, what desire, but at what cost? You know the score. The fighter's vision is paramount, and the referee may stop it here. And it looks like this fight will continue. Let's talk about Estrada in that last round. How much... There's the bell for round 6. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
They threw the hook, it didn't land. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
She's trying to fight her way back into this, but I don't know what her game plan is or if she's even got one. The straight right just misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. The straight right just misses, and down goes Estrada. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Estrada in that last round. What a huge... Round 7, here we go. Desperate times call for desperate measures, Johnny. She just got dropped in that last round. Got to change something in the game plan here to turn this around.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Counter shot by her. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Straight right just misses. That hook just can't find the target. Incredible work rate. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through.
I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
I've got to see that again.
Shot hurt Natasha Jonas. Let's talk about Natasha Jonas. Round 8, and we're off again. Exchange punches. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. She blocks the uppercut. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside.
And down goes Estrada. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You still want to fight?
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been her best round for sure. We knew it was going to be close, but that's as... We are live at Valcour Bay on a beautiful afternoon. A great day for boxing. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Time for our tale of the tape. So it's Sonny Edwards. He's 5 foot 2 inches tall. It's showtime. And here we see Jesse Rodriguez. You're looking at one of the scariest bantamweights of all time.
This bout is...
Well, I hope you... And that's the opening bell, round 1. A perfect counter shot. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Nice counter shot. Nice defense there to stop the right hook. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Outside fighters create so much unpredictable movement, move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
He misses with that straight left. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That jab won't score. That jab doesn't score. counter shot. They have no respect for each other's punching power. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Edwards in that last round. I promise you all. Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Johnny, you would know this better than me, but I would hate fighting someone with this swarmer style. They don't let you breathe. They don't let you get off the ropes. You can't get your offense off. You just got to deal with them.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
They exchange punches. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Sonny Edwards is certainly in some real trouble here. And now they're right back into the fray.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Edwards in that last round. You know that bell was sweet.
Need you.
There's the bell for round 3. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Just missed with that jab. Well done with that counter shot. It's all offense all the time. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. And that hook misses. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Those counter punches have to hurt. They're giving us a high-tempo show. This is with the straight left. That counter shot lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Edwards in that last round. Back at it in round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing.
We've heard of sleeping with the fishes. We're about to fight with the fishes here at the Atlantis. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans.
There can only be one, Lomachenko, Ukraine's finest. He's a former world champion in multiple weight classes. Vasily Lomachenko, one of the most...
This bout is scheduled for 8.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Nice hook there. Had to hurt. No rest for the weary. Nice counter. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
So hot, so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on you.
Hold on a second, Johnny, did you see that? Uh-oh, Lomachenko just got rocked. No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far, it's been a tough round. What will you do? What will you tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The jab not finding its target. That uppercut doesn't land. Lomachenko is buzzed. Lomachenko on the canvas. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
Where did...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your ball.
He's been knocked out. Here we go for round 2. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Nope, that uppercut does not score. Lomachenko in trouble. Lomachenko goes down. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. So it's plan B time after being knocked down. And here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Misses with the straight left. Swing and a miss with the hook. Hook misses. Back and forth they go in this round. Their momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Whoa, Johnny! Lomachenko in trouble! I thought that was the end, but here we go again! Back into the fire!
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes we just saw.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the cornerman's got...
Here we go to the 4th round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Stamina is off the charts. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Stamina is so important important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he misses with that straight left. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Lomachenko in trouble. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them. Back into the fray here in round 5. He throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Nice counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. Two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
How about that time counter shot? That hook was off target. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Stamina is off the charts. And he scores with the counter. Got out of the way of that right hook. Holding nothing back here in the round. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that. Let's start the 6th. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
There's a big difference. Down goes Lomachenko! We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
I need to see that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, come to me.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's...
It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Gotta look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so... And there's the bell for round 7. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Beautiful counter shot. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. A lot of effort being exerted here. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Well, you know with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? The perfect counter lands. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Nice counter shot. Stamina is off the charts. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out. And there's the bell for round 8. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
A perfect counter shot. The jab misses. Fighters landing in these exchanges, judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Is he going to punch himself out, though? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a...